Okay, hello, this is Pat Kale from Pat Kale Metalworks, and today we're going to be making what I call a liquid silver cuff. And what it is copper cuff about 1.5 inches wide, and on top of it I melt silver, sterling silver, any type of extra silver I might have around, little scrap bits, stuff like that. I'll show you how it all goes. Okay, let's get down to it. So, I'm going to cut out a 1.5 inch wide piece from my stock, and I'm going to have it a 6-inch length. The cup will be a 7-inch wrist. That will be 6 inches in length and a 1-inch space between. So once I have it marked, I can begin to cut it. Now I can do it this a couple ways. One is with snips. They work good. They leave kind of a ragged edge, or at least more ragged than you would get with a saw. So I'm going to saw it. I just prefer to use the saw. So I'm not going to make you sit through this. I'll cut till I have this done. Okay, that's all done. You're going to clean up the edges with a file and sandpaper. Get a nice smooth edge. No matter what you do, you're going to have either saw marks or curls when you do it with the snips. So either way, you want to clean them up a bit. You're done. You want to have a nice clean edge. It'll save you time and work when you get towards polishing it and buffing it later on. So then I'm going to, well, I don't know if this is really necessary, but just give it a little sanding on the top. This is some 3M medium sponge sanding thingamajig, I don't know. What the hell do they call it? Well, that's 3M medium sanding sponge, I guess you could say. We kind of like the sanding sponge for a lot of applications, as you'll see when we go on other episodes. So one thing that every metalsmith or people who work with jewelry have is a ton of scrap. Just always just little pieces that either cut off, cut around, pieces that didn't work out well. There's just a lot of reasons to have scrap. And so I picked out some scrap here, and I'm going to put that on our piece of copper. You don't really even need tweezers, but just put it on. You want to make sure that the evenly covered, that the cup is evenly covered with silver. Sometimes you just want to like to get the edges covered nicely. There we go. There's no, I mean, it's basically just throw on some silver after you have the edges done. And the reason why the edges need to be done is you want to have a good layer of silver on all the edges to give it support and make it nice and firm for the wrist. So that's it. So I'm going to cut here, get my soldering, or in this case melting jig up and going, and I'll bring you back. Thank you. I got a piece on my soldering block. I have my Smith little torch. with set up with oxypropane, and really not much to do except for light it. Get a nice, you want a really nice hot flame here. And then start heating it up. This process actually takes quite a little bit of time to really get it up, because you're melting the silver. Luckily, copper is melted at a much higher temperature, so that's what makes this possible. Starting to see some melting. You might want to use your pick to move around the silver a little bit. It's not a gentle task, just go for it. Once you start getting it all melted, like this side, you can move it around a little bit with your pick, form like little valleys and dendritic sort of spots. Concentrate over on this side a little bit. Get this all nice and melted. You can do all sorts of things with this. You make designs. We're going to start out just brute forcing our metal, our liquid silver. I want to get rid of these little snakes in here. Sometimes I like to keep them, but in this case I'm not going to want to. Okay. Doesn't look like much at this point, but we'll wait and see what happens. That's done. And we'll quench it. And I'm going to put it in the pickle. Now with this sort of thing, a pickle's not going to really take off everything. A lot of the work's going to be done on the buffer. So I'm going to stop now, give it a while to clean up as much as possible in the pickle, and then we'll move from there. Well, the piece has been pickled. Looks nice on the reverse side. On this side, you can still see some copper oxidation, or copper rising to the surface above the silver. So we'll take that off with this really aggressive brush wheel here. And you can see that's coming off quite nicely. actually spend a lot of time doing this if you want. And from here we can actually polish it with, I start out with a pretty rough polish like Tripoli. But for now I think that's good. Let's make the ends of it on my bench and then form it into a bracelet. So let's make some nice ends. I'll have to move you over there and then we'll form it into a bracelet. Okay, so let's form the edges, or the ends. Just give them a nice curve. Not much to this step actually. And we can smooth out the edges on the buffer again, actually with the polishing wheel this time. But to get them basically smooth, we go through a couple grits of sandpaper. This is a coarser grit, or I guess it's a medium grit. Just this is about as coarse as I get for sandpaper. Okay, just smooth out those edges and we'll be ready to form it on a bracelet mandrel. Now if you wanted to mark it, this would be the time. It's easier before you actually have to do it when it's already rounded. And I'm not going to put any sterling or any mark like that because it's copper. It's with a sterling will melted overlay. I'm just going to put my name on it. And that looks good. Okay. Okay, now to form it. Start on the edges. The other side. Get them about even on both sides, and then you can just sort of pull it with your hands and move it up to the next level because it's a 7-inch cup. And we can make fine adjustments on the bench. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And I'll show you the finished result. And here's the finished product. It's really quite cool. It looks, I call it a moonscape cuff. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just got all this little dendritic patterns, little crevices. It's quite easy to do, and I think it looks nice. Let's see if I can put it on. You can always adjust it when as soon as you get any cuff, you can adjust it. As soon as you put it on, you're always like, oh, a little bit here, a little bit there. But that's what these cuffs are made for. And very easy to adjust, and then once you have it, you pretty much keep it that way. It lasts for years and years and years. Thank you.